Okay, we're back at the neighbor's. This big pine tree there. We got to get cleaned up and hauled out of here. I got a few pieces cut and stacked up. And welcome back. I got that little 205 Craftsman from the guy up the road not a couple days ago. He was outside selling it. I only wanted $100 for it. It works pretty good. I tried it out, and I'm cutting the nubs off of the big log here on the pine tree. So I'm going to start it up and run it. Keep using it till it runs out of gas. Looks like it's about half gallon now. Don't look like it's very good on gas mileage, but it's cutting pretty good. I think the chain could use a little sharpening, but I guess to be expected. He used it. He bought it almost new, he said, and he only used it twice. And it seems to be, it started on the third pull after sitting all winter, started again on the third pull. And the instructions say it should take 8 to 10 pulls, so we'll go with that. But that's where we're at. We're gonna continue on here, and I'll take the microphone off because you don't need to hear a bunch of chainsawing up that close. Okay, what we got here, as you saw, I got interrupted by Dan. The guy I bought that little Craftsman chainsaw from. He had 4 chickens for me. We turned them loose in the woods back there. But now I'm back. What I got is I hooked up a strap to 2 nubs on the log, and I'm going to try and roll it over so I can cut the nubs off that's on the bottom. So I got the mule over there. We'll put the strap over the hitch and give it a pull and see if I can roll that log over. Okay, come along for the ride if you like. I think it'll work. Here we go. See if the strap will reach. Oh, maybe. Just. All right. Here we go. 4-wheel drive and low. And give it some gas. Off. I'm happy with that. Let me see what we got here. Might have to roll it again later, but we can get a bunch of this stuff on. Now there's 7 or 8 nubs over here. That side looks pretty good. There's a bunch over here we can cut off, pull off the rest of these grapevines. All right, let me go shut the mule off. We'll do that. That little old Craftsman saw is going to need to be sharpened, but it's cutting not too bad for where it's been. I can just leave the mule sit right here. I ain't fooling with it. Dan had it sitting all winter in his garage, and who knows what the kid did before. But first thing Dan said was, well, it needs sharpened. I can tell by the sound. I said, yeah, well, why didn't you sharpen it when you had it? But it's enough for today. If it gets too dull today, I'll just whip out the old 440. The 440's in the mule there. Finish up the tests. And my electric one's in the mule. So I don't think I've ever come out with just one saw. You got to be prepared for breakdowns, out of gas, and whatever. You always come out with more than one saw. Now, sometimes when you come out with 2 or 3 saws and something happens, you still ain't got the right saw for the job, but that's the way it goes. I think that's a rule of the universe. I'm going to give you a problem that you ain't got the equipment with you to fix. So, all right. Yeah, bunch of nubs here. I have to mow over all them poison ivy vines. Get that. Cut that off. All right, let me see if this old Craftsman will start again. Let me take the microphone off first. Cut down on some of the noise for you. And then right here on the stump. Well, well, it looks like I got all the nubs, but there's usually one that I missed. It'll show up later at an inconvenient time. So, I think what I'm going to do now is take a break, eat a little snack and drink a little water, and then gather up the branches over here by the stump somewhere and get them cut up with my electric saw. And then we'll see where we go from there. Be about time to... It's a little too wet here yet to pull that whole stump out of here. I don't want to tear up the guy's yard, you know. So, may have to cut it up, take it out in pieces, because it is pretty heavy. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, now what's left for today is to get these branches there and a couple over there, cut up the length so I don't have to mess with them. I just put them in the woodshed hole. So for that, I use my Oregon battery powered saw. It's about 29 inches long. That's how I cut my logs. So I just use it for a guide and go right through. So that's what we're going to do now, and then I think that'll be about it for today. We'll see. Well, that's about it. And what I really like about this Oregon battery saw is it's self-sharpening. So if you kiss the dirt, you know, you don't have to cry and whine and stop and go in and sharpen it. You just pull this red lever up while you're running the chain wide open. It's got a curved stone in it. Sharpens the chain, it sharpens on top of the chain. Keep cutting. So, I think that's about it for today. Let's stack up these branches and go back to the house and fill around the house. Getting kind of tired, back hurts. Got to get back in shape. Got the winter body, got to get back to the summer body. All right, thanks for watching. Come back again, it'll be fun. See what the geezer's up to. Till then, well, last week, a couple of days, had a neighbor come down and help me out. He cut down 3 or 4 trees right out here for me, and then we got them drug up here. And we had, in the end, we had about 5 or 6 laying here, plus the big pine log from up at the neighbors. So not only did we get them all up here, but then we got them on the stack too. Let me show you what we got done. We got them, they were all later out in there. Now we got them all up here on the stack, including that big old pine. And there's like 5 or 6 of them. And we got the cables up on the tree there and the hook to put a pulley on. And that's how we pull them up on the big pile now. Interesting thing, when we pulled that big pine up, since I didn't have the big winch on the truck yet, we just put a rope up through the pulley and hooked it to the truck, put the truck over there, and we put a tow strap around the log and kind of roll it up on the hill. Well, either the log got carried away or I got carried away pulling, I don't know, but the log ended up going up and over and flipped over the backside and down over yonder. So then we had to pull it out around and bring it back around and drag it up through here and back up here and get it back up again. But at any rate, we got it on the pile. And we wasn't sure it was going to stay, but we had some big windstorms and it stayed, so that's all that matters. So now we can add more to the pile as we get them. So that's where we're at. Things are caught up. Had a couple of warm days this week, but I've been working on the propane water heater, so I haven't got much else done. And I had to string some wires and lights and things and outlets, and so I can get ready to start installing that now. And I got a little pile of branches up there to neighbors to pick up yet, so I got to get them. We're supposed to get, tonight, we're supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of snow between now and tomorrow, late tomorrow morning, so we'll see. But then the weather all looks good next week. 50s, 60s, and a couple of 70s. But then Thursday morning, I got to take my red truck to the garage. The cluster gauge don't work, and I sent it off and got it rebuilt and come back and it still don't work. So it seems like there's not getting power or there's a grounding problem or something. But anyway, the garage is going to look at it Thursday morning, 7:30. So if it's an easy fix, I should be home in plenty of time. That's supposed to be in the 70s that day. So that's where we're at. We've got a nice stack of branches here. Did you see that? We've got a nice pile. Nice pile starting here, besides that big lump there. So we're getting there. And my plan is we're going to use March and April to gather up logs, and then I'm going to start splitting some in May, first part of May, I think, and get the woodshed completely filled up again. So see how the surgeries go, in case I can't get nothing done this fall. But my neighbor will help me. He said he'll help me, but he's got a pretty busy life. I don't, so my schedule's flexible. I work when he can work. Whatever times he can work is good for me, because I got nothing going on except wood. Wood's all I do in the summer. So if the doctors lay me up and I can't cut wood, it's going to hurt, but we'll see how it goes. So at any rate, that's where we're at. Logs are on the pile. That tickles me. And then we can cut them and split them up from there. And then we'll get some more cut next week when it's warm. There's a bunch of dead ones down through here. We'll get them cut and hauled up here. So, till the next time, thanks for coming. Poke the buttons if you would. And until the next time, this is the geezer saying, see ya.